Welcome to History's Mysterious Minds, where we walk the crumbling path between history and legend, past and nightmare. Tonight, we hike into the Connecticut woods, where no birds sing, no houses stand, and yet stories remain. A village once filled with life, now abandoned. Haunted, they say. Cursed, others whisper. This is the tale of Dudleytown, a ghost town some believe was doomed from the start. Dudleytown sat, or rather once sat, in the hills of northwestern Connecticut. It was founded in the mid-1700s, deep within what is now called Dark Entry Forest. From the beginning, it was isolated, remote, quiet, but not peaceful. Over the years, residents reported strange happenings, and over time, the people vanished. The village was located in a valley known as Dark Entry Forest, named for the shadows cast by the surrounding mountains. Its isolation made it a place where whispers of the supernatural could take root. Despite its remote location, the village attracted settlers, drawn by the promise of land and opportunity. However, the challenges of the environment soon became apparent. Legend says the curse began in England. The Dudley family, once tied to the crown, suffered disgrace. Edmund Dudley was executed for treason. His descendants were said to carry a dark fate. When they came to the New World, some claim they brought that darkness with them. The tale of the Dudley family's fall from grace is steeped in tragedy. Edmund Dudley, once a trusted advisor, was executed for treason, and his lineage was believed to be cursed. Some say this curse followed the family across the Atlantic, casting a shadow over their descendants in America. However, historians have found no direct genealogical link between the Dudley family of Cornwall and the English nobleman, suggesting that the curse may be more myth than fact. In the 1740s, Thomas Griffiths became the first settler in what would become Dudleytown. Soon, others followed, including members of the Dudley family. The town grew slowly, but it never thrived. Crops struggled, the soil was rocky, livestock died mysteriously, and then so did the people. Despite the settlers' efforts, the land proved inhospitable. The soil was poor, making agriculture difficult. Crops failed, and livestock perished under mysterious circumstances. These hardships led to a slow but steady decline in the population. As the years passed, more residents left, and the village began to fade into obscurity. By the early 1800s, strange patterns emerged. Lightning struck multiple homes, fires broke out without cause, illness spread quickly, suicide rates spiked, entire families vanished or were driven mad. As more people left, the forest crept back in. By the 1900s, Dudleytown was gone, swallowed by trees and tales. The series of misfortunes that befell Dudleytown fueled the belief in a curse. Residents experienced unexplained tragedies, including sudden deaths and disappearances. These events led to widespread fear and superstition, causing many to abandon the village. As the population dwindled, nature reclaimed the land, and Dudleytown became a ghost town, its ruins hidden beneath the forest canopy. One of the most disturbing incidents involved General Herman Swift, a Revolutionary War hero. After moving to Dudleytown, his wife was reportedly struck by lightning and killed on their porch. Swift lost his mind. Locals called it the Cornwall Madness. Others believed it was the curse, tightening its grip. The tragic death of Sarah Faye Swift, struck by lightning while on the porch, deeply affected her husband. General Herman Swift, once a respected figure, reportedly descended into madness following her death. This incident became one of the most infamous examples of the alleged curse's effects on the residents of Dudleytown. Visitors to Dudleytown often report a chilling silence, no birdsong, no rustling animals, just wind and whispers. Scientists say it's due to the dense forest and lack of open fields, but to believers, it's proof, a living place, left unnaturally dead. The eerie silence that envelops Dudleytown has been a subject of intrigue. While some attribute it to the dense forest and lack of open spaces, others believe it to be a manifestation of the village's dark history. This unnatural quiet adds to the sense of unease that pervades the area, making it a focal point for paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors alike. In the 1970s, famed paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, known for their work on the Amityville Horror and Annabelle cases, turned their attention to Dudleytown. According to their accounts, the land was not just haunted, but demonically possessed. They warned thrill seekers to stay away, claiming that malevolent entities lingered among the ruins. The Warrens described feelings of overwhelming dread, disembodied voices, and sudden temperature drops. They even suggested that people who trespassed brought darkness back with them, unexplained illnesses, hallucinations, or even full-blown hauntings. Whether these warnings were sincere or theatrical, they amplified the town's sinister reputation. Their involvement cemented Dudleytown as more than a forgotten village. It became a forbidden zone, one marked by spiritual danger. Today, Dudleytown is strictly off-limits to the public. The land is owned by a private group called the Dark Entry Forest Association, made up of local families and conservationists. They maintain trails and work to preserve the land, but they also issue stern warnings. Trespassing is illegal, and stories of hauntings are nonsense. Despite their denials, the group's secrecy has only deepened suspicions. Some believe the association is hiding something: paranormal events, occult history, or even ancient burial sites. Even seasoned hikers report being followed by unseen forces or chased off the land by an intense sense of dread. Whether the group's motivations are practical or protective is still debated. Skeptics have long argued that Dudleytown's legacy is just that, a legend. They point to environmental factors: rocky soil, isolation, harsh winters, and disease. They say the town's decline was no different from other small colonial settlements that simply couldn't survive. But believers counter with a simple question: why here? Why so many bizarre deaths, mental breakdowns, and unexplained disappearances in one small place? The sheer pattern of tragedy, generation after generation, is difficult to dismiss entirely. Coincidence? Maybe. But curses tend to leave trails, even if they're only in the mind. Some local researchers claim to have seen journals and letters from early Dudleytown settlers, documents that describe night terrors, shadowy figures, and whispers that came from the woods at night. One entry reportedly said, "The land watches us. It waits for us to be alone." Unfortunately, none of these journals have been verified or located since. No known archives hold them. Some say they were stolen. Others claim they were burned. A few believe they never existed at all. But the stories persist, echoes of words written by trembling hands in flickering candlelight. Photographers who've dared to sneak into Dudleytown tell the same strange tale. Equipment failure. Batteries drain instantly, memory cards get corrupted, images appear smeared or show unnatural distortions, shadowy smudges where no one was standing. In some cases, cameras simply shut down and never turn back on. Could it be coincidence? Equipment reacting to damp forest air? Or could something within the woods resist being captured? Even digital devices, it seems, fail to bring back clear proof of what waits in the dark. Over the years, Dudleytown has become a rite of passage for urban explorers and paranormal investigators. But many who visit report immediate intense discomfort, nausea, headaches, panic attacks, a feeling that something is watching. Some visitors say they were overwhelmed with sadness, others with blind fear. A few even blacked out entirely. When they returned home, they were changed, plagued by nightmares, strange shadows in their homes, or an overwhelming desire never to speak of it again. Some say it's psychological. Others say it's a warning from something that wants to be left alone. Despite being a real place with documented history, Dudleytown is absent from most maps. GPS may bring you close, but it won't tell you exactly where to go. No street signs, no gravestones. Nature has buried what was once a community, and yet, somehow, the story remains. It lives in hushed voices, blurry photographs, and second-hand tales passed down around Connecticut campfires. Almost like something doesn't want to be forgotten. Of course, it's entirely possible there is nothing supernatural about Dudleytown. The human brain is wired to detect patterns, even where none exist. Fear can create shadows, expectation can summon ghosts, but that doesn't explain the consistency of what people report. The same feelings, the same silences, the same stories, from people decades apart who've never met. Maybe when we go looking for darkness, we find it, because we bring it with us. Maybe the true Curse of Dudleytown isn't a family legacy or a haunted forest. Maybe it's what humans do with tragedy. We twist it into myth. We fill empty ruins with our fears, because silence demands explanation. Or maybe the curse is the silence itself, the way it settles into a place choking out memory, the way some locations feel like they remember, even when no one else does. And maybe Dudleytown is one of them. Dudleytown isn't just a lost village, it's a mirror for our fear of the unknown. A reminder that some places stay hidden for a reason. If this episode stirred your curiosity, like, subscribe, and share history's mysterious minds. It helps us uncover more of the past's haunted edges. Have a mystery you want explored? Reach out, we're always listening. Until next time, stay curious and stay out of the woods.